When the automobile was first invented a billion years ago, aerodynamics was the last thing on the minds of the inventors. And now, as we progress and man stopped being Neanderthals and Judi Dench is now about 700 years old, man has desired for a slipperier form of an automobile. And today we'll be talking about one of the slipperiest ones in the market right now. Yep, it is not a hypercar. In fact, it's a baby Merc, the Mercedes-Benz CLA 200. Let's be honest, the CLA 200 baby Merc was designed to replicate the show-stopping visual success of the CLS. Thing is, baby brother here needed to fit somewhere in on the product line that would not cannibalize on the breadwinning C-Class. So, it's a niche. And Mercs have always been really good at coming up with niches. But surprise, surprise, the plus points about this car comes to you quickly. Now, exactly how slippery is this fish? Picture this. This baby here has got a drag coefficient value of just 0.23. This is not some hypercar mumbo jumbo business. This is a regular baby Merc sedan, and it's got that sort of aerodynamics numbers, making this car very, very frugal. Good job, Merc. The front end is definitely very familiar to you fans of A-classes out there because, yep, it's got a very familiar facade to it. The big logo is flanked by 121 individual diamonds, which are, well, I would say these are probably the love affair / nightmare of every auto detailer out there, those tiny little babies. And then you've got a very smart light design accompanying the entire aerodynamic package, and it goes all the way to the back. You've got basically three major lines that really denotes the profile of the car: the shoulder line, the muscle line. It's very, very pronounced, giving this car a look like it's slipping through the air even when it's stationary. You know what else is sleek? Check this out, frameless doors. Booyah! Pretty cool. The interior is a beautiful place, albeit very, very familiar, but we'll talk about that a bit later. And the design with the no frames business continues with the back door. And then check out this back end over here. Ta-da! It's got a massive boot space, and that's definitely one of the most redeeming features of this car, apart from the fact that the back design back here is so signature. You will not be able to mistake this car for any other car on the road out there. At night, these double dragonfly wing lights really mean business, and it just looks really gorgeous. Now, apart from the beautiful design of the car, it is a very good looking car. How does it drive? Let's go. And so for the drive, we attempted the fun stuff first. Okay, let's do something exciting here. Normally when I get a car that has a sport mode button and when I hit it, it's going to make me go woof. Let's see what happens when I hit the sport mode in this baby. Ready? Here goes. Still waiting. Okay, you get a little bit more shove, but that's pretty much it. It's sort of like having just extra lead on your right foot, but it doesn't necessarily translate to more oomph. So, summation, this car, yeah, not so sporty. Okay, so we have deduced that this is not a Merc with a clear sporty intention. So what kind of Merc is it? The Mercedes-Benz CLA 200 is a brilliant marketing tool for Mercedes-Benz. It's a good car, don't get me wrong, but to me it's a marketing tool first and foremost. Now you know why? Because okay, at the price that it's been offered in Malaysia, the buyers will be coming in from the 35, 40, 45 year olds out there. They're probably young managers who have small families. They can't get an A-Class because that's a little bit too cramped, and they can't get an E-Class because it's a little bit too expensive, and they can't get a C-Class because, well, they don't wanna. It's a little bit long in the tooth right now, and plus a new one is coming along very shortly, so they get this car. Problem is, they're probably very used to being spoiled by a bevy of toys that they used to have in their previous rides. In this car, you don't get sat nav, you don't get park assist, well, you don't get a lot of stuff, but what you do get is a very comfortable, a very beautifully designed car that just fits the bill. It gives you just about the right amount of performance for you to be happy. At the same time, yeah, well, that's the thing that I'm a little bit irked about. The rear-wheel drive is not there. So once in a while, when you want to drive like a hooligan, you're going to have to drive like a hooligan with a front-wheel drive car. The 1.6-litre turbocharged engine gives you just about the right amount of power to not drive too crazily. But you know what? If you want to be the boy racer who gets really excited about driving, you'll probably be better off with a different car that's rear-wheel drive. But for this one, what you do get is great frugality, great design, real comfort, and prestige from a mark that is well known to shout to the world, I have arrived. Okay, but I've not arrived at my destination yet, so let's continue to drive on with a lot of comfort. Not quite the Mercedes-Benz for the masses, but nonetheless a very well-rounded and accomplished vehicle. What does this vehicle do to you? Well, one thing definitely for sure over everything else out there is that you'll be bringing home with you a 3-point star that just shouts to the world, I have arrived, I'm it, and the only way for me to go after this is up. And this is a great first step to that heavens that you're going to be trying to achieve. The CLA 200 is definitely one for you if you are all about prestige, class, and definitely luxury. That's how we're gonna move.